Ready? Welcome back to Click Brand Snap. Today, we're excited to feature Mid Hill Photography. We'll be diving into the world of visual storytelling and exploring how Mid Hill Photography is redefining brand imagery. I'm Amanda Rowe with Amanda Rowe Marketing.
And I'm Joni Hough with Mint Hill Photography.
Joining us today is Joni Hough, the creative force behind Mid Hill Photography. What inspired you to pursue your current path, Joni?
Oh, goodness. So, previously to becoming a photographer, I was an art teacher.
Ooh,
And while I loved the kids, it was just that was a whole level of stress I did not need in my life.
I can see that.
So, I knew that I then wanted to work for myself. And so I tried becoming a health coach because I was on a health journey myself and I was like, I will help others. And then I tried to help others and that just it wasn't my jam. It was not my jam.
Okay.
But while I was getting my art degree, I took a photography class and I loved it. But much more importantly, my husband loved it. He absolutely fell in love with photography and went to photography school.
That's awesome. Y'all kind of did it together.
We are doing it together. So he is a consultant for us. He is unable to actually do photography himself anymore because of some health issues. So I basically have taken his dream and run with it because
That's so cool.
I have the brain for business and the eye for visual arts. So I love that with Mint Hill Photography, I can combine the two. And it's like taking the best parts of health coaching, which is helping people to grow and improve their lives. I can actually do that with photography because I get to see people's confidence skyrocket when they come in for a photo shoot with me. And I love that. That is I used to really love when kids would get it and would like almost visually see the light bulb over
Yeah.
their head.
Oh, yeah.
Now I get to visually see women sit up straighter
Hmm.
and you just see the confidence wash over them during a photo shoot. And then you get to show them the images and it's like the best of all the worlds I've been in before. All paths have led to this.
That's really cool, Joni, how everything came together. I like
It's
that.
all connected.
It is. It's amazing.
It's like a Douglas Adams novel. It's all
Yeah.
connected.
What is the importance of photography in your audience?
Oh, y'all. First off, if you want to show up as a professional in your field, you must do so with professional quality imagery.
Yes, 100%, y'all.
That image that your partner took with your cell phone in the backyard, it's got you looking like a raccoon because the shadow's under your eyes. That ain't it, kid. That ain't it, kid. So we are going to have you showing up with style. We are going to have you looking your best. We are going to help you create imagery that you are proud to share. So these images, they aren't, there is so much that goes into making a quality image. There's the lighting, there's the posing, there's the clothing, there's the hair, the makeup. And we are going to guide you through every single step of that, providing you with professional hairstyling, professional makeup application with every session. And we are going to hold your hand and guide you through poses that are poses that you would not think to do on your own because what translates from 3 dimensions to 2 dimensions are two very different things. So you may feel like you've just come out of a yoga class after a photo shoot with me, but your images won't look like that. They will look phenomenal.
I loved mine. I just had a photo shoot with Joni, and I can attest to everything she said. There's no way you can get that on your own. between the makeup and the hair that's done for you. Oh, amazing. You don't get the same quality as you do with the professional taking the pictures for you. And that is so important nowadays. Your picture is going to go everywhere. LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, and your website. Your website has to be the most professional place besides LinkedIn that you have. So for professional photographs, yeah, you can't do that on your own.
I like to tell, or no, let me rephrase that. I had to tell my 94-year-old grandmother to not post pictures that she has taken of people without their consent on the Facebook because you don't want to put anything on the internet that you would not put on a billboard in front of your house.
Exactly.
So,
Yes.
do you really the raccoon eyes?
Yeah, no. And if you're going to tag, that goes along with if you're going to tag somebody, you got to make sure that the content the other person agrees with. And you can't just post some random thing, tag them, and they're going to be okay with it. You've got to get consent all the way around. And yeah, that's a tough lesson to teach a 94-year-old too, because they're set in their ways.
Yes. And she just didn't realize.
Yeah.
Just did not realize that that picture she took of my cousin
Oh no.
was, yeah,
It's not only pictures speak 1,000 words because they do. Pictures are also around
very long time.
very long time. You can't. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what I love about our glamour portrait sessions is that the prints that we do, we actually can print on canvas, metal, wood,
Wow.
leather,
Wow. Okay.
or a traditional paper print. But the company that we go to,
Okay.
it's actually done at a castle in Italy.
Love it.
And
Love
this
it.
castle, they actually support an entire small town in Italy at this print company. And they do archival inks, archival materials completely.
wow.
Those images are going to last for hundreds of years. They are museum quality materials. And they're going to last not just for you, but for your children, your grandchildren, your grandchildren's children are going to
Mhm.
love those images of you.
You just walked into my next question, Joni. What sets you apart from your competition? And that is one of them because very
is.
few, I believe, do that.
Very few around, especially in our market, use the quality and caliber of materials that we use. Also, what sets us apart? Part of it is my dorky sense of humor because I'm going to have you laughing through your photo session. It's not going to be, this is not going to be like going to the dentist. You are going to have fun. You are going to enjoy your experience. Not only do we do that, but we literally guide you every step of the way. Our design consultation, it's going to help you start developing that marketing plan that Amanda's going to come in with and run with.
Mhm.
And we are going, you know what really sets us apart? The first question I ask in my design consultation, which is, how do you want to feel
Yes.
during your photo session and when you look at the imagery from your portrait session? How do you want to feel? And I'm going to keep that top of mind the entire session.
And that's important because that helps them. It helped with me, my it helped with the confidence going into it. It just I knew you had that top of your mind, and it exuded from the time I got my makeup done because it was bold makeup that I wouldn't normally do, and I love that you help clients do that.
I love it too. I'll be honest, I love it too.
I bet you do. I bet you do. What can people expect to take away when they work with you?
Okay, there are several things.
Okay.
Image, and I've mentioned a few of them. Imagery that will last for generations.
Mhm.
These aren't images that are going to live on a hard drive somewhere that when the computer dies, oops, you lost your images. These aren't even images that you're going to have to, you can break up with Facebook. Don't tell them I said that.
Yeah, don't oh.
Don't tell
Oh,
Meta I said that, but you could break
oh,
up with Facebook and you will still have these images because you've got beautiful prints of them.
yes.
Or also, actually, let me tell you about my photo shoot that I
Okay.
had.
Yes. I want to hear about
So
that.
I had a photo shoot where I went and I know in my head that everybody is photogenic with the right photographer.
Mhm,
If your photographer knows what they're doing, they can make everybody
mhm.
photogenic. However, I was absolutely certain that I was that one unique unicorn that was going to not have good pictures after this experience because I was like, you know, it's going to, I had broken my nose from a running accident that I had.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. That's all, but my nose is not as straight as it used to be. My, weight issues, body image, all the things come flooding in when I sign up
Yes.
to do this photo shoot. And then there was the wardrobe. I had a design consultation. I know what looks good in photos. I've been consulting with others. I may have ordered 17 outfits
Okay.
before my photo shoot to do 4 outfits in the shoot.
You gotta have more than less because
Well, you do. I did return most of them. I did not keep them all. But as the nerves were there, I
yeah.
was,
Yes.
and those nerves, they just kept building. I barely slept the night before, and my photographer, who I very much trust, was like, "You got to sleep. You need to be well rested."
Mhm,
I didn't sleep like at all that entire night because I was nerves. It was just a jumble of nerves.
mhm.
Well, I sat there in the hair and makeup chair and I absolutely relaxed into my confidence.
Mhm.
And then there was the photo shoot. And I forgot everything I knew about posing and I let my photographer pose me. Then we sat down to look at the images. I'm still speechless about them.
They turned out good. The few that I've seen, they turned out really well.
I went with the intention of buying the absolute smallest package. I was I I knew. Y'all, I maxed out 2 credit cards before I got out of there.
I mean, you gotta buy what
I mean, I'm gonna just be honest,
yeah.
and I do not regret that purchase at all
No.
because every time I look at those images,
Mhm.
I get a confidence boost.
Yeah.
I look at those images and I'm like, "That's me. Oh, yeah, that's me. That's me."
You remembered what it felt like
I
that day.
rem I come back to those feelings because
Mhm.
feelings are fleeting.
They are.
They are literally 90 seconds in the body and then it's gone.
Yeah.
But with an image, it may be worth 1,000 words, but it's worth even more in feelings because you can recall that moment.
Mhm.
And
You don't
so
remember the day before your nerves, you didn't like your body, you didn't like what you looked in. Half the outfits that you picked out, even though you knew they would fit because they were your go-to outfits. And, we've all been there, but the moment you look at that picture, all you see is an empowered woman or a man exuding confidence.
exactly. And I proudly share every single one of those images on my social media,
Oh, yeah.
on my business cards.
Mhm.
Y'all, if your photo isn't on your business card, it needs to be because
Yes.
I will get into that later.
Yes. Oh, we'll get into so much more later.
We
So much more. I do want to touch on one thing with with the photos from Joni is that you've also need to put them on Google because Google needs to see you with your business to verify you. And it goes back to my podcast last week. If Google doesn't see you, your company, your photo, professional photo, you can't be verified as a business. And we'll get into more of that later, but photos, it,
As I said last week, if Google can't find you, do you exist?
yeah,
I mean, really, if you can't be Googled.
I know. That's that's what you're in business to be found.
And I know we all believed Kevin Costner when he was told, if you build it, they will
They will come.
come. It's not true.
No.
It's just not. And I'll be honest, that line was, "If you build it, he will come," and it was his dead father.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
let's remember, just because you build it doesn't mean they will come. You have to get out there,
Mhm.
and you've got to get out there with confidence.
You do. With intentionality, you can't just wish on a hope and pray on a wing and a prayer
And you
that
can't
they'll
just throw
come.
spaghetti at the wall for
No,
another
you can't.
metaphor.
Yeah, you can't. It may stick, but if
You
you're not putting yourself out there with marketing and photography and images, what are you doing it for? Who are you trying to reach? Are you it goes to your business goals. Are you, are you getting the results from your goals? Images.
ROI, are
Mhm.
you getting the return on your investment?
Yes. Just from a headshot and a photo shoot,
I
it's
get
so
out
important.
there. I'm sorry, I spoke over you.
You
I get out there so much with in-person networking, and I pull out my cards. And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me."
Mhm.
And I have gotten business from that. I have gotten actual very much a return on my investment
That's
because
awesome.
not only do people remember the purple hair, I mean, they do.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, it helps.
Yes, it does.
But they see that image and they're like, "I exactly, exactly."
Well, and your business card, I love it. We'll have to showcase it. The different images you have on there really stands out. I don't know too many people that have a business card like that. It's impressive.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's impressive. Yes, we'll have to show that one day.
Absolutely.
Stay tuned to see more. Well, thank you so much, Joni, for joining us. I've learned so much from the print for in Italy that, oh my gosh, you know, you don't hear too many doing that. And the importance of photography for your business. It's more than just pictures, it's branding and it's visually telling a story.
Exactly. It is telling your story.
Yes,
And if you don't tell your story, who's going to? And are
exactly.
you gonna like the story they tell?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need it. Yeah. Only you can tell your story,
Well, or
or
somebody
somebody
else
else
will,
will.
and, you might not like that story.
No, no.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a Wicked Stepmom in there somewhere. I mean,
Stepsisters. Yeah.
Stepsister.
Yes.
Wicked Stepsister. I
Yeah.
have the best stepsister
Oh, that's awesome.
and
Okay.
stepmom and bonus mom, but,
Oh,
I mean, there's a Wicked Queen somewhere
yes.
in
With
somebody else's story.
with that apple. So be careful, guys. All right, guys. Well, we'll see you next week. But be sure, in the meantime, be sure to subscribe and follow us on Spotify, Google, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, Amanda Rowe Marketing, Joni Howe,
With
Mid Hill
Mint Hill
Photography.
Photography, and
Absolutely.
if you enjoyed this podcast, which I hope you did,
Yes.
please give us a five-star review
Please, we would
to
love
help
it.
others find it because
Abs-
the algorithms, man,
yeah.
you've gotta
Yes,
feed the algorithms.
you
That's just
do.
what it is now.
You do.
There are new pets.
I know they are. You got to feed them. You got to feed them and be nice to them. But in the meantime, subscribe, like, and share, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.